and take time to focus on what you need to do during the day. Answer people when you are ready. Do things in your time, not under the pressure of others. So those are just 3 simple things I could think of that sometimes people think that makes me selfish. And guess what? It does. But what is selfish? Taking care of myself so I can help do better and serve others better. So then, why is it so hard? What could be stopping you? What stops most people from being selfish? Well, it's like everything. Usually the biggest obstacle to everything is fear. Why fear? Because to become selfish, to actually start looking after ourselves first, means change. And change usually means that we're going to hurt someone. So when we start being selfish, maybe we have fear of hurting others, this fear of being judged, fear of being rejected because we're doing something different, fear of losing love because we are changing who we are, fear of losing support. All these fears come in. They are the most common ways we justify having an unhealthy selfishness, being self-destructive, giving and giving and giving until we can give no more. We fear that if we take our love, if we take our support, if we focus on us more, we will lose something. And you know what? We might. I've got to be honest with you, we might. I did. And yet, we have to look at selfishness as the ability to look after ourselves. Healthy selfishness feels like taking a risk. It doesn't mean you'll disregard other people's feelings and needs. It really just simply means we don't disregard ourselves to please others. We don't put others before ourselves at our own expense. When we do so, it is a choice. It means we take care of our body and value our needs, our desires, our dreams, our goals, and our feelings. That to me is it in a nutshell. And guess what? If you've been a people pleaser all your life, this is going to be hard to break the mold. But I'm going to put it out there. It is so worth it. If you can learn how to say no in a way that fits for you, if you can learn to stand up for yourself in a way that you are proud and say no, people will respect you more for it when the day ends. And believe me, you will feel so much better for it in the long run. It is not wrong to be selfish. It is not wrong to want to be healthy and happy. It is not wrong to want to feel valued, appreciated, and respected. It's not wrong to want to be the best person you can be. Believing we are selfless and ending up miserable does not serve the world. It does not serve you. We were not born to do this. I still struggle with this, and I know that acknowledging and honoring my needs and desires is the best thing I can do for all of those around me. And it took me a long time. It took me a lot of money invested to learn how, but I now know better. And I'm quite happy to stand up and say, you know what? It's time for me to be selfish. But then here's the question, does it make good business sense to be selfish? Because they all say, being selfish in business will slowly destroy your business. Well, come back to what is the meaning of selfishness. Unhealthy selfishness is detrimental to any business. Healthy selfishness will empower you in your business. Taking care of yourself first in business is just what I would say a long-term strategy. Having a me-first thinking, being healthily selfish, especially when it comes to accomplishing your goals in business, putting your priorities first, doing what you need to do to grow your business, this will strengthen your business. This will give your business the boost your business needs to keep moving forward. In business, my tips for you would be to set your schedule and stick to it. Set your business hours, set up your business for you. Get really clear on who you are and what you want. As a coach, I have learned all this. I now structure my days, my coaching calls around my business hours. And those hours are set to enable me to give the best to my clients. But to give the best to my clients, I want to do that in a way and being prepared by looking after me first. When a client calls me outside of that time, they know that I will answer if I can and if I want to. But at other times, I will come back to you in the times given. Schedule time, block time, stick to your time so that you put you first to enable you to then serve others. Remember, no man is an island. Now, this was another hard one for me. When you're going through this change, when you're looking at becoming more selfish, looking after yourself, always remember you cannot do everything on your own, whether it's in business or in life. But you have to learn to put yourself first in business. And here's 4 things that I think would help you to do that. And I think I've kind of referred to them over this program. Number 1 is what I just said to you. Stop trying to do it all. Get really, I got to just say that, get really clear on what's important to you. Now, if you're like most people, we have this long line of to-do lists, and that we will never get to do our to-do list. Can you relate to that? So what it is create priorities. Define what's important to you, then create your priorities. Get really clear what's important to you and how you want to do it. Because if you can start achieving things, guess what? You'll be happier. If you can start putting yourself first, doing what you need to do first, then looking after others, you will be happier, you will be stronger, you will be more confident in what you do. So number 1, identify what is most important to you and you alone. Now you are going to think about what's important to others, but your first step, what's most important to you. Then I love this one. I love to do this. I love mixing and matching because I get a bit bored if I just do the same thing over again. When you've got clear on what's important to you in business and what you want to do, then integrate your goals with others. Think about putting yourself first doesn't mean you ignore the goals or needs of others. Rather, you want to think about their goals once you're clear on what's important to you. Think about their goals and see how they fit with your direction, with your journey. Because this then allows you to support others while still focusing on what's important to you. Now, I can't think right off the top of my head of a business example. Well, I can. It's like coaching in a coffee shop. It really upbuilds me to coach in a coffee shop. Now, if this fits with my coaching clients, then that's what we do. We both get a thrill out of what we do. It enables me to feel good about what I'm doing, and I can still do my coaching. But I also think about walking because this is where I really apply it. If I want to go walking at a time, then I ask someone to join me. If they want to talk to me, I say, come and join me while I walk, because I get really bored walking on my own. So I say to people, come join me while I'm walking. And then I get to talk with them. They get to tell me whatever it is on their mind, but I'm getting some exercise. I'm doing what I want to do first. I'm supporting my health goals while still helping someone else. Now, I don't do this all the time because sometimes I like my own space when I walk. But see where you can integrate your goals with others, because it then helps you put you first and still you're helping others at the same time. So number 1, identify what's most important to you, then integrate your goals and what you want to do with others when possible. It's a win-win situation, this one. It's a real win-win. Sometimes it could be cooking. The other one is cooking. I invite people to come and cook with me, or with Michael, more like it. But then we can eat and cook and do all these things and still have time to take care of the business, in other words. Okay? And then what do I say? Number 3, use your productive time effectively. Learn how to use your time. Protect your time. Limit the interruptions you can have. Schedule meetings during the times that fit for you if you can. Turn off your email. Close social media down. Really get selfish about your time, because your time cannot be taken back. Use it productively. Use it on what's important to you. Use it to keep you moving forward. Get really clear how you use your time effectively. And then number 4, identify the challenges. What's going to get in your way? When you've found out what's important to you, you've tied your goals in with others, and you've set up your time, then stop and think about what is going to get in your way. What's going to stop you from achieving your goals? Just by doing this can then help you be more prepared for what's going to happen in your day or your week or your month. So how does that sound? Are you ready to get more selfish in your life? Are you ready to get more selfish in your business? Are you ready to take it to the next level by getting out there and being selfish, truly selfish, and looking after yourself? Well, I hope you have. And change is not always easy. So what you really need to do right now, and I'm going to just say this to you, take 15 minutes after this call, if you've got a coffee, and get really, really clear on what's important to you. Really clear on what's important to you. Think about how you can integrate your goals with others. Think about when you're the most productive and how you can protect that time for you. And then look at the patterns that you've gotten into. Look at your thinking. Look at what's not working for you, what's not inspiring you in your life, and look at moving them from your life selfishly so that you can focus on the other things that are truly important to you. And as just a closing thought, because I'm going to start wrapping it up, think about this when it comes to being selfish. We can only give out what we have from within. So take some time to really connect with who you are inside. If you are angry, if you are stuck, if you are frustrated, if you are stressed inside, then that's what you're giving out to people. You're going to magnify whatever's inside of you, and you are going to put it out to people. But if you can be selfish so that inside you can feel content, you can feel happy, you can feel like you've accomplished something, you can feel confident in what you are doing, you can feel clear in what you're doing, you can have compassion and empathy for others because of what you've been through, then guess what? That too is what you are going to spread. Because what's on the inside is what's going to come out on the outside. So selfishly look after yourself on the inside. As women, as leaders in business, as mums, as just as healthy human beings, it's so important for us to be selfish, to take care of our own state of being over everything else. Now, having babies and things, there's a whole new mixture in that, and I know that, I've been there. And yet it's still important that we take care of our own self, because by doing that, and only by doing that, can we then spread that selfishness is good for us. We can then spread all the good that it gives to us far and wide, not just to our families and to our friends and to our colleagues and to those in our business, but that kind of selfishness where we all are happy and we look after ourselves from the inside and then it gives it out, will actually enable us all then to have what I believe are happier, healthier lives and businesses. And so that's my message for you today. Get out there and be selfish. Be selfish. Be really, really selfish. It's time for us to get selfish. And I'll leave that with you on that thought. And if you'd like me to help you to become more selfish, to change your life, to grow your business, then you can contact me on annamenderson.com or join me on Facebook. Search for Anna M. Anderson Transition Strategist. Download your free guide. In the comments, I have a link to my free guide, Dare to Thrive. It gives you some pointers on how to get out there and really look after yourself first. And I know it takes courage to take that first leap. And I know that you have the courage within you. I know you have the passion within you. I know you can do this. I know you can put yourself first if you really think about it. But it all begins with a conversation. So guess what? I can't wait to talk to you again next week. I can't wait to talk to you if you want to talk to me about how to become more selfish in your life and business. But for right now, I'm going to say to you, everyone, ka kite anō. Wherever you may be in the world, make it awesome. And I will be back with you